An accidental fire damaged a Spokane Valley apartment last night. How that fire began and what summer safety reminders firefighters want to share.
And after a sunny morning, I'm tracking some increasing cloud cover, warm temperatures, as well as the chance for showers moving in.
And Spokane Public Schools is rolling out some new school buses for this coming fall. What will be changing for our students coming up? Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on KREM 2 News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti. It is good to see you on this Wednesday. Good to see Jenny Power outside in the Outdoor Weather Center. Jenny, things shifted. I don't know if it was about in the last hour or so. I was outside bright and sunny, and now it's not.
Yeah, that's right, Laura. So I'm out here in the Outdoor Weather Center where for now it is dry, but it is definitely different than what we were waking up to earlier this morning. We've got these increasing clouds here filling in for the inland northwest as showers are continuing to creep in as well out of the west. So right now we've been seeing some light rain moving across parts of central Washington into Othello as we speak, as well as south into Pomeroy. So the showers are going to be impacting here for this rest of this afternoon. Light in nature, but we could also see the threat of thunderstorms. So we'll get into that here in just a moment. This is a live look for you over Riverfront Park in downtown Spokane, where things are dry in Spokane, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures warm though, noticeably. And we are in the upper 60s currently through the Spokane metro area with light winds at 4 miles per hour sustained. We're already in the mid 70s out in Moses Lake, 67 degrees currently for Wenatchee. A little bit more sunshine in North Idaho as right now we're in the low 70s across Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint. Winds looking also calm. There are areas, though, that are going to be under a wind advisory here within the next hour towards central Washington, which, again, we'll talk about here in just a moment. But all these areas shaded in green do see the threat of thunderstorms as we move into the rest of this afternoon as well as this evening. Now, these storms not anticipated to be nearly as severe as what we were seeing last week, but we could still see downpour rain, the threat of some small hail and some lightning. So I'll be getting into the timing of this in my extended forecast in a few minutes. Laura?
Jenny, appreciate it. Last night, the Spokane Valley Fire Department responded to a fire. This is at the Manorvale Apartments along East Main Avenue. The fire had grown rapidly on the second floor apartment patio, and when fire crews arrived, they quickly contained the fire so it didn't spread to other units. So that's good news there. However, here's a look at the aftermath. Luckily, no one was harmed. However, 2 people have been displaced. Investigators say the fire was an accident. They believe hot coals from a charcoal grill reignited, reaching combustible material nearby. Firefighters are reminding everyone that charcoal briskets can retain heat for many hours after cooking, after it's all finished. So even if a grill appears to be out, those hot embers are still capable of starting a fire. And they are also sharing some grilling safety tips for all that outdoor cooking this season you'll be doing. Never leave, of course, the grill unattended. Also allow charcoal to cool, like we were just talking about. Make sure it's cooled completely before disposal. They say the best way to store cooled ashes is in a metal container with a tight-fitting lid and store it outdoors on a non-combustible surface. Always keep a fire extinguisher nearby and ensure smoke alarms are installed and that they're working properly all throughout the home. The Oreille County Sheriff's Office says they've arrested a Newport teacher for the possible sexual assault of 2 teenage boys. Detectives did interviews and determined that they did have probable cause to arrest 35-year-old Amber Swain. She now faces charges of incest in the 1st and 2nd degree. And then this story, after a months-long investigation, the Spokane Valley Investigative Unit says they arrested a Meade man for drug sales. They charged 57-year-old Colby Jones with 3 felony counts of possession of a controlled substance with the intent to sell. Authorities say during the arrest on Monday, they found more than $2,000 in cash, drugs, and weapons. They also arrested 2 other people on unrelated warrants. And here's a scam alert for you today. The Nez Perce County Sheriff's Office is warning about a scam that's been going around. They say a scammer claims to be a person named Sergeant Martin and has been contacting people claiming that they have an outstanding warrant and request some payment. The Sheriff's Office says they will never demand payments over the phone. They say if you have questions about the legitimacy of a call, please contact their office directly. And today, we are less than 2 weeks away from the last day of school. You can almost hear the kids cheering. Spokane Public Schools is already making plans for the next school year. unveiling some new school buses that students will be using coming up in the fall. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy tells us more about the new change and what it'll mean for students.
Air conditioning, seatbelts, and security cameras. Those are just some of the new features coming to Spokane Public Schools' yellow bus fleet for the 2026-27 school year.
To make the next best decision for our school district and our kids.
District leaders say the new buses are a part of their plan to bring transportation operations in-house while improving the rider experience for students. Families may notice a change on the side of the buses next year. Spokane Public Schools will replace Zoom branding as the district moves towards operating its own transportation system. Superintendent Dr. Adam Swinyard says student safety was the biggest factor in selecting the new fleet.
Maximizing safety, again, is our #1 responsibility, and that really was the primary driver of selecting those particular bus models.
Under state rules, students will be required to wear those seatbelts while riding. District leaders say adding seatbelts now is more cost-effective than retrofitting buses later. Swinyard estimates the district will have between 140 and 150 school buses available once the transition is complete.
We're really anticipating that it will be continuity of experience for kids, and this is all about transitioning to a new fleet that's run by Spokane Public Schools that is going to be the most cost-effective way for us to get kids on a yellow bus and get them to class on time.
The new fleet is scheduled to hit the road this fall. Registration for yellow bus transportation is open now. While there's no official deadline, the district is asking families to register by July 15th to help staff plan bus routes and stop locations. You can find that information on our website. Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
All right, talking about schools, today we visited our third KREM Cares Big Book giveaway location of the season. Coming up after the break, we surprised the kids with a whole lot of books just in time for summer.